So I'm just a few days away now from my trip down the coast, and I'm thinking about storage solutions and how to get, you know, stuff out of the car that I don't really need day to day or moment to moment. Two of those things being my my sleeping bag and my tent. I won't need those until I'm actually in the Keys, and then the other being clothes, which turns out I want a lot of. So my original intention was to put the clothes in just a suitcase and then the tent and all in a bag and to store it in my soft car topper thing that goes in the basket on the roof. But I took that to just a really quick weekend getaway, and the whole corner of that bag shredded. So super glad that I did the getaway for the weekend, because that would have sucked to have found out in the middle of my trip and try to figure out how to replace it on the road. So I was gonna do like a hard clamshell type topper to go on top, but they're expensive. They're like real bloody expensive. So second thought was to do like some Tupperware containers like from Walmart or whatever. But then looking at those, I felt like they weren't very wind resistant, and for the money, I just didn't feel like it made sense. So I ended up at Home Depot, which is where I should have started to begin with. So let me show you what they have and what I've come up with. So they have these cool totes. They're husky. Wish they were black, but they're not. Not a big deal, but it is what it is. I like them because they have incredibly sturdy hinges on all four sides, but when you unhinge the three sides and leave one, like it stays together when you open it. Isn't that cool? So I like that because from my driver's side, I have like a step that attaches to it. So I can step up on the step and I can use it literally like a suitcase. So like you can see, I have my clothes in this. So what I don't like is that the lids are clear. So all the sun, the entire, 14-hour, whatever it is, trip would be beating down on my clothes. And then that would create condensation and it could potentially fade them. Like, I don't know, either way, I didn't like it. So this is what I came up with for that. I have some Reflectix left over from where I did my window blackout panels. So I cut it to the shape and then I literally just taped it to the top. So now when I put it on, now the sun is reflected. I think I'm clever. I don't know. We'll find out. And then I decided to go just a step further, and I'm gonna put this little damp rid in the one with my clothes. Might be asking what the heck is this, but I just glued this random thing, because that's what I had, to the top of it to create space for the air to circulate when it's closed. Because I pictured, this being completely covered and then the air couldn't get in it to do its job. So this way it sits up when the lid is closed, so that the air and the moisture can still get in the little bucket. I don't know really if that's how it works, but in my mind it made sense, so that's what it did, and it was free, so no harm, no foul. So that is in there. For the other one, the one with the sleeping bag and stuff, the sleeping bag in the tent, like I just wasn't as worried about it. So I work retail, and these little silica packets come in like freaking everything. So I just grab like a handful of them, and then they're just gonna go in the bottom of that. And that is that. So I hope this helps somebody. I hope that it helps me. I'll let you know at the end of my trip, if my clothes ended up smelling musty, or if there ended up being condensation, or if it was hard to get in and out of, or what the deal is. But yeah, but that's the plan. That's what I'm going to try. I think it's gonna work. I feel pretty solid about it. But I'll let you know. Bye.